What? Why is who the hell is that?
Oh, that's
what's up,
better.
people?
Yo, I thought it was that referee.
Do you know I put the cover up so that we start the show with a cover, because usually when the show goes out, our little admin guy doesn't put the cover up. So I thought if I put the cover up, when the show starts, it will have the cover. Yeah, because I'm not the admin guy. I don't know what I'm doing, do I? Don't I? What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. Medea.
No, but you don't look like the beautiful Crystal. This bald shining head gleaming in out. We haven't seen this. We haven't seen that look in ages. Where you been, bro?
Sorry, my poor substitute for Crystal, but I had to come here and support Ernie because like a fellow Man United supporter. We've been taking a beating over the last few weeks, so I thought let me come on board and just give him a bit of support.
Well,
Rob doesn't need any help. He doesn't need any help.
You know what they say? Always look on the bright side of life. You know what I mean? So
that's it.
We're always looking on the bright side of life.
He doesn't need any help. He's got Raniak at the wheel. La 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 la. Raniak's at the wheel.
He does get off on it, Robert. So we just have to give him it. It's been so long, right? I mean, and then when they do win the Premiership, it's called the pandemic Premiership. It's been so long so we just got to give him his little time in the spotlight.
Give me my moment to gloat.
Yeah,
well,
you know what I mean?
Well, listen, guys, thank you for joining us. The fixture list: Robbo Ranks, Daddy Ernie. No Crystal today. She's pulled a sickie.
Yeah, she's not well. I spoke to her. She's not well. She's kind of tableted up and all them business. You know what I mean? So she said she should be back next week, but she'll be watching, and any kind of mistake she'll comment.
Ernie, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's the Omicron?
No, I did ask her that, and she says no. She says no, and I left it there because you can get there can be a lot of symptoms when it comes to the female anatomy, so I just left it hanging.
Yeah. You like to trouble little man. The same symptoms that you have, the same symptoms you have. I'm sick. You see Ernie rolling in bed. Ernie posted it on Facebook. The last time you were sick, Ernie, you remember?
I weren't sick. I was having a duvet day. I weren't sick.
You was. Why did you post it like you all wanted us to know that you're like you were half sick? Like I'm having.
Because I was having a duvet day. Not many men have a duvet day.
Yeah, and guess what? There's strong women out there. They don't post when they're having duvet days. They might post when they're having Prosecco nights, but not duvet days. Hey, and speaking of Prosecco nights, what do you think about this night, Ernie?
I'm not sure I can tweet any of this.
Was you DJing at that event?
What was he dancing to? He was
dancing to All Night Long, Lionel Richie. I think he needs help from you, Robert. What do you reckon?
Well, I was wondering if that was really him. When I saw that the other day, and I thought, no, that must be fake. But I didn't really believe that was him. But it actually was him, right?
Yeah, looking at him now, it's him. Him.
It's terrible.
It's him.
He's beyond help, mate. He's beyond help.
Do you know what I want to know? Who's the her?
Yes. And as his missus approved her. Because old Kerry, she gets a little bit, you know what I mean?
But was that video done before he was married?
Or was that video done before he knew he went to a party that wasn't a party?
Or was that video done before Stone Love String Up, but wasn't Stone Love, it was based on the not a Daddy Ernie, not a V-Rocket, what was it?
I don't know.
From one of the parties.
Right.
Abashanti, Channel 1. Who was it? Who was it? Who was DJing? Was it it looked more like a Robert kind of thing. It looked like a more of a Mambo City thing.
Yeah, like a little Mambo City going on there. You know what I mean?
A salsa thing.
Thing like that.
Yeah.
We did partner dances. That was
partnering.
It was a partner.
They were partnering, but the woman had one big stick to keep him off of her, like a lightsaber. Yeah. Yo, people, shouts to everybody joining us right now as a fixture list. I've been told by Ernie we might have a slightly shorter show, but we are going to be talking about AFCON. We are going to be talking about timekeeping. We are going to be talking about Harry Kane. We are going to be talking about. There's lots of things to talk about.
Lots of things, yeah.
Arsenal and of course Tottenham is the big game this weekend. Some would argue, but it is still the North London derby, easily the biggest game in North London. Do you know what I mean? But we have got our guests in the house from supporters of Tottenham and Arsenal, and they're going to have, in the words of Daddy Ernie, a right old tear up. But before they do that, guys, do this. If you're watching right now on YouTube, that's simple. Just press the like button. When we ask, at the time of you guys watching the show, we ask, and I never see this go up. All you got to do is just press the like. If you press the like, it helps us. It gets the show swirling around YouTube, and more people will come in and enjoy. Thanks for all the comments we get throughout the week about the show. I get tons of calls in the weekday. People watch back the show and they love it. And see, we got some like buttons going up there. Yeah, so thank you for all those people that say, you know, especially me. I don't know about you, Ernie, but in my Lidl's, it's like I can't get through the aisles. Robbo, a great show. Keep promoting it. Keep plugging it.
Well,
so thanks
where I go in Waitrose, it's a little bit more sedate. You know, they come up and they say, "Oh, Ernie, I like your show." And that Robbo, is his name Robert or is it Robbo? I said, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, because then people in Waitrose just don't know the.
And then you get somebody sliding down the aisle and says, "Yes, I go to Robert's Mambo City dance classes." So you know, it's all good. It's all good.
So guys, you got everything here. You got DJs, you got radio shows, you got dance classes. Everything you need to know is right here, and we'll try to pack it all into the show. Shouts to Uncle Giff who's just joined in, and shouts to Talawa TV who's jumping in. I'll be on the comment section tonight, guys. She said, "Big up Talawa." She is with us, so you know those fans of Talawa now. You can message her. There she is. Message her. Get at her. So, Ernie, how's been the AFCON for you?
Well, I'll tell you the honest truth, Robert. I've been watching a little bit of highlights because, you know, we're doing our thing on the radio. Oh, good evening, Tipper. Irie, Happy New Year to Tipper.
Big up, Tipper. All the time, the lyrical rhyme. Lord.
Hello, darling. Hello, good looking.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
I wonder if you're allowed to you know, you walk up to a woman and sing Tipper Irie, hello, darling, nowadays.
Yeah, because that could be kind of classed as abuse, isn't it?
Risky, isn't it?
It's kind of risky. Tips. Tips.
Yeah, tips. Let us know if we can walk up to a lady and say, hello, darling.
Hello, good looking.
Remix. Arrested, you know what I mean? You'll not get arrested.
Remix.
But I've been on the radio, but I mean, some madness has been going on. Which obviously we're going to be discussing shortly. But one thing I've noticed, nobody ain't running away from. Why not? Nobody ain't running away
because it's 2022 tips. It's very sensitive.
Yeah.
Hello, darling. And it depends on Tipper. It depends on your style as well, you know. Remember, you could get away with it. Yes, Tipper Irie, you know. She just says, "Oh, it's Tipper Irie." All the time, the lyrical rhyme.
From the Saxon sound system.
From the Saxon posse.
Yeah, you know.
The average person now, they can't go say, "Hello, darling, hello, good looking," outside of one supermarket. They're called the security guards.
Might get a cover drive, mate. A whip. Straight bum. You know what I mean?
Big up Tipper.
Yeah, so I mean, there was the game where the referee, he stopped the game so many times, he never knew he was like Dominic Cummings.
Hold on. We got a white bird sliding in. One white bird. I mean, white beard.
White beard.
The first one is what you're used to.
I'm hanging with Ernie in it, so it's like white bird, white bearded man, and he's Eddie Nelson. Welcome, Eddie. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Robert.
Happy New Year, Eddie. How you doing?
Hey, Eddie, I thought that beard was just for
I
Christmas.
should hide mine after seeing yours now.
Eddie, can I ask you something quickly? You know, these microphones, I know you've got the color-coded selection. Now, that particular microphone, if I'm not correct, is for a white person with a white hue. Why have you got a white microphone sponge? Is it because the obvious?
When I went to Amazon, I was doing my thing. I got a big plastic full of my stuff, and I pull out the first one. Look, the other one. Here's the alternative, right? Let's see how you feel this one. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. That one there's good enough.
That's your color, man. Nah, Ed. That's you, red Ed. If you think that color suits Ed, smash a like or just give us a comment. That suits you, Ed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that white one. You definitely look like a priest that way. That one looks. You look more like the DJ that was playing for Boris. That shut.
Did you see the one with him dancing? I know who he's dancing with. I'm going to try and phone her up one day and get her on my show.
You know who this is? Do you know who this is?
I'm not sure I can tweet any of this.
Hey, when you find out who she is, and you know, tell her she ain't got nothing.
Jeanette Arnold. It's when she turned around. If you let it play on a little bit more, she turns around. That frightened everybody.
I couldn't do that to her, man. I had stopped. You notice I stopped before it said all night long because she was full frontal with the lightsaber.
She's an absolutely magnificent human being who's done a lot for the youth of London, and that's going to be a minute she won't live down at all.
Wow.
Do you know when I saw that people were saying, "Oh, here's the next person getting sacked," because they obviously assumed the party was the other day.
That's when that was when he was mayor of London.
Oh, okay.
So that was
okay.
That was
that was before all the shenanigans that's going on now, Eddie.
Yeah, you know, I mean it's a real thing. This one, it's a real thing. Yeah. I think forget about everything else. The two things that matter really, when you're having a party at down the street the night before the Duke is buried, and also when those guys who took the seats from the Labour Party, when they think they're going to lose their seat, that's when they're going to get him out. So it's just the only problem is who takes over, and as soon as they've got somebody lined up, then I think they'll make a move. But right now there is nobody to take over from Boris.
Well, I think Richie's in the frame, isn't he?
Richie Spice. No.
But the Tory, I know we're not in here to talk politics, but the Tories have a habit of not picking the person you think, because it was never supposed to be Margaret Thatcher. So they don't really go for the obvious person, and he might have played his hand.
I think it's a Jeremy Hunt thing. What do you reckon? They'll go back for tried and trusted, like a Jeremy straight up Hunt.
Yeah, he feels like a loser. They didn't pick him. Boris won 80 seats, majority. Why would they go back to him?
Well,
we'll see.
They want to go back to their roots, a bit like Man United, trying to go back to their roots, 4-4-2, two up front, and down the flank and all of that. They're just trying to get back to their roots. Anyway, Eddie, Ben says, who's the famous guest today? As Eddie only appears when there's famous guests. Ernie has accused you of that. Is that true?
I put the children, I've made them, I ironed their clothes today, and I just made them fold them up and hang them. And that's how I've got a little 45 minutes to come and ramp with my brothers. Them, you don't know the life, because you lot are a lot older than me. You don't know what it's like to have young children.
Well, that's not our fault, is it? I was talking to a lady the other day. She said I live near Eddie. I said, really? I said, Eddie, the Nesta. She says, yeah. She overlooks your huge back garden, Wanstead flats.
The mansion.
I forgot her name, actually. She said to me to say hello to you, but I forgot her name.
That's all right.
That's all right. You know what I mean? Big up all the crew of Wanstead flats.
Yeah, look, this man's leaking.
Did you guys get a chance to talk about Wrighty's video? I don't know if you. So please forgive me if you have. I put that up. The conversation on. Well, basically, he was saying that people need to drop a little more respect on the African Cup of Nations. That the way it's been talked about with huge disrespect.
Yes,
and it's amazing. It's taken a lot. I mean, he's a very brave and challenging human being. Is right. He doesn't muck about. He's got to a stage in his life where I think he says exactly what he thinks, and he's not scared of upsetting people. And you clearly, as a Liverpool supporter, will see from last night against Arsenal that they were, another word you'll know very well, impotent.
No teeth. What do you say? No teeth.
Hold on. Who knows that word, Eddie?
No, I think
he knows who I'm talking to. He's just pretending he don't know. There's only one person I could speak to with such disrespect.
But that's something we should actually cover on this, because what you said is very true. The African Cup of Nations affects a lot of big clubs, and you can see that it affects Liverpool really with the two guys that have gone from there with Mane and Salah. And the thing is, the more the bigger clubs are affected by this, is the more you can see the disrespect coming out towards it as well.
Yeah.
And you can see that clearly because they don't want to lose their players. And that's something that really needs to be brought to attention and be brought out. You know, why players are being asked not to go there because they want them to put their club before their country.
But we know why it is, Robert, don't we? Because it's in the middle of a season. It's huge. You already know that Liverpool cannot win the Premier League this year because of the African Cup of Nations. They can't. It's impossible for Liverpool to win the Premier League because two of their best players are going in the hard end of the season. But they're so good,
right? It will last about, a month,
Yeah, usually we say throughout the month of January, started a tiny little bit later this year, but it will, if that, depending on how far the respective countries get in it. And also, when you think of, I was reading a stat today that 85% of the continent of Africa, which I think has 54 countries, hasn't been vaccinated. Then you can see why a prize asset like Salah, who is probably the finest player in the world right now, why Liverpool would be very, very worried about him going into that environment. I'm not saying they're right. I'm just trying to put the team's reasons in there.
I mean, we spoke briefly about it when Wrighty came out and said what he said, but he didn't really. I thought he could elaborate on it a bit more. You know what I mean? He just said they should put some more respect on it, but I think he could have gone a little bit further and really made them feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
I think it, you know what, for what I saw of clip, I think Wright's done the best he can do. That's a very, very Ian Wright way of doing things, and at least he raised the alarm, and it's there. So
he did enough for someone to take it and carry on. You know, we did.
Did you hear him the other night? He said "rotted" on the football.
It's because he's hanging around with Idris, and them man with their foolishness about making Arsenal wear white shirts. At least win if you're gonna do it.
Do it,
yeah. Don't go out so early.
I actually like that shirt. I did like the shirt.
What, the all white?
Yeah.
It's because it's like your away kit, isn't it? Or is that grey now?
It's like our medical room at the moment. Everybody in our white gowns. But we'll talk about that. The obvious one, and I know Ernie wants to chime in, but you know, we spoke about it in the week, Ernie, and it was actually heat stroke. Now, Gianni Sakawi, the Zambian referee, didn't just get it wrong. At least Gianni's got an excuse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ernie, what about them idiot in the Premiership? Because they ain't got no. He had heat stroke and dehydration. So his head wobbled a bit. Do you know what I mean? So he called up early. He called it early. Was it 85 minutes, and then just before 90 minutes, and then tried to get the players. Well, Ernie's freezing.
No, I'm not. It's you freezing, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah,
you're freezing, son. You're freezing. You're cold like Alaska. Anyway.
I am here.
Anyway, so he blew the whistle early. Players went in, thought the match was over. Tried to appease the Tunisians, and after 40 minutes of trying to get them to come back out, they were like, "Nah, we're going out. We got things to do. And the match was called off. And obviously, taking lead in the criticism, all the national newspapers, The Sun, The Mail, Sky Sports, Daddy Ernie. But what do you guys think about it? Because
I thought it was funny.
There's been incidents in the World Cup that have been really hilarious, carding a man twice.
Three yellow cards.
Yeah, 3 yellow cards. I didn't actually see the game, but the fallout was when I actually watched it back, it wasn't as
but it deserves to be. It deserves to be. If you're reffing an international game, one imagines you would have had to have arrived at the highest level and finishing a game 5 minutes early. Fine, there are other reasons, and I know they lost the appeal, but it ended great look, is it?
Though. The brother was bursting.
It's not great.
No, but he had more problems than that as well, because he actually sent off a player that shouldn't have been sent off. And even when VAR came to him and said the player shouldn't have gone off, he overruled VAR. They said it was debatable if it was a yellow card, let alone a red card. Yeah.
The guy just wanted treatment.
It was Mike Dean just put on a little disguise. You think it's something like that?
Yeah, it was Mike Dean in disguise.
Janae Sakawi Dean. Yeah, it was the talk. But I mean, there's been some really good moments of the African Cup of Nations. Ernie, you were salivating over the goal from Iheanacho.
Why
didn't he do that for Leicester?
That deserves to win the championship, the
tournament.
It was wicked, yeah, man. Wicked strike from the edge of the box. Bam! No keeper would have saved that. You know what I mean?
I tell you who I've been impressed with. I don't know about you. The striker for I should get his name, man. This is terrible. The striker for Cameroon.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Eddie without a beard. He's impressive. What is his name, Eddie? Your cousin. What his name? Come on, man. Come on, Eddie. What is his name? You know the guy. You grow with him.
Eddie phoned me up today talking about Mane taking the penalty, saying anybody could score a penalty. I said to him, I used to gamble. I don't gamble anymore. But I put my odds. If Ernie went to take a penalty in shorts and football boots, I'd take good odds that he wouldn't even kick the ball. Whatever he would do, he wouldn't even reach the ball. So he could tell me. We could judge these people, but it's difficult what they're doing, isn't it? And I keep talking while all of you look for my cousin's name.
Is it Vincent Abubakar, the captain and goal scorer? I think it's Abubakar. Yeah, it is. It is, because the other guy is the other guy that plays on the side. Here's his name. Eddie. Eddie's good at that. Eddie, pronounce. Yeah. So Abubakar. Where's this guy been, man? This guy.
You know that people get in a lot of trouble where I work for not being able to pronounce names. People write in and all sorts of say that.
Yeah, but it's acceptable from you, though, Eddie. For you,
it's us.
No, but
it's us.
You could say Smith and Jones, and look, they're coming on this one with us lot, and you're going Abububuka. What kind of nonsense is that? Think of what you're saying. Break it down into syllables. Do you know what syllables?
No, I've got it here, but I just, yeah. It's Carl.
It's Abubakar.
Yeah, and I did get that one. I know it's Vincent Abubakar because he's been scoring. He's been booming them in. Abubakar booped them in. He's booping. So he scored a tremendous header, Ernie. Bullet header. Unbelievable. Very Drogba-esque.
Okay.
So he's the leading goal scorer right now in the tournament. That's the game where you saw they turned over Ethiopia 4-1.
Well, you know that I've been from the beginning. I've been saying that I would love Cameroon.
Come on, Ethiopia!
Rastafari.
He's the only one scoring the goals because every game seems to be finishing 1-0.
Yeah. But it's always been a low-scoring affair. The Cup of Nations. It's been about it is about the team that usually wins has the strongest defense. The year when Algeria took it, their defense is very strong. Watching Cameroon win it, they've always had a strong defense. So you need to have a good defense to win Cup of Nations. It's not you're not going to get games of 3 and 4s and 5s. It's going to be 1-0s and such like and things like that.
If we're honest, for it to get the true respect it deserves, has to find a way to sit in when European clubs aren't playing their leagues, and it needs to be not a distraction or something that takes away. Then it can be seen as something that adds to it. If you look at the Europeans, Worlds, all of those take place at other times. I think the only one who's not, which is not, is going to be the Tiefin one that's going to take place in a little while. Because I don't know how that one is going to work, for gay people,
World Cup.
for black people, for women, for people who drink alcohol, everything that's about football. That Qatar World Cup is going to be a real challenge, I think.
Well, not here because we can still drink. They just can't drink there.
Well, you can drink in Qatar.
I'm talking about the people that go there. You think those guys behave in the way they normally do, right? What do you think's going to happen to them? How do you think
Lock them up? Lock them up. When you go to people's country, you must respect what the people's country's rules are. Lock them up.
So you wouldn't go to Qatar with a bottle of white rum then, Ern?
No.
Try take a Ray nephew. Take a Ray nephew. Sneak it in your bag.
Well, I mean, I went to Qatar. I did an event in Qatar, and it was cool because it was in the hotel grounds. The hotels are massive. Right. It was outside.
Right,
wouldn't they surely, Eddie? Wouldn't they treat this football stadiums as an indoor event as opposed to drinking outside? I'm sure they must have thought about that.
No, they didn't. For goodness sake, it's the
but they've got the sport. They've got the
most
F1
single. And what happened there, by the way?
Oh, apart from Tiefin Lewis.
What exactly? Well, there you go. Exactly.
That's a different situation.
If you didn't know, but if you
came here for a white rum.
If you didn't know that FIFA were corrupt, you knew after they awarded Qatar the World Cup. It's a statement of fact. It can't be legit. You look at building it, how many people have suffered, the types of things. It's going to infrastructure. It's going to be a really interesting story, that one, I predict. People moving from venue to venue, from stadia to stadia, how they live, the heat, adhering to the rules of the country, as Ernie said. That's all right. If it's not to do with what you wear, where you go, who you love, the God you serve. It's going to be a challenge, I think.
Well, Eddie, if you were asked to go out there to do your daytime show on BBC London live from Qatar with Eddie, would you go? Are you supporting it that way?
What makes you think that I would? I'm going to be in a 16-star hotel, sit down there. Of course, I'm going.
Oh, I've heard journalists say they won't go there because of the human rights.
None of them have been offered. See, one of the things that we see is like Ernie saying that Ian Wright should have gone further. We always get that, I'm just glad he said it. What happens is quite a lot of the time people turn things down that they never get offered.
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll talk some more. Great start of the show. We do have Arsenal and Tottenham fans on the program today. I don't know how we're going to work it out. We might have to leave a little small section of we'll just leave them for just a while by themselves. But
can I just say before they come on, sorry to interrupt, that I didn't understand tribalism until I saw that game at Tottenham when Arsenal came down. Because in terms of, it's literally at the other end of a road, a very long road, but it's literally at the other end. I mean, you're talking about helicopters, you're talking about whatever. It's properly serious how those guys would go for each other.
I was outside Tottenham's ground on Tuesday or Wednesday.
What, in the car park or in the ground?
Actually, I was parked
jogging in the car park.
Just behind that building, right there. And the amount of police. My God, I was like, what's this? But then I realized it's Chelsea Tottenham. But, going to a few matches in recent times, it's not as, I don't think it's as bad as, the police was. There was more police than people. It was crazy.
There was one year where Tottenham was doing really well and Chelsea messed them up bad. Not so long ago. They got that was when they finished. Rivalry.
Yeah, that was when Leicester won the league.
Yes. But they messed them up.
Yeah, but it happens on the pitch. It's not really out as they say. It's not out in the streets. They call it murder. It's just,
Out in the streets, they call it murder.
Yo, you would have thought somebody got done out there. It was crazy.
Remember the time that they back up Robbie out there, Crucial Robbie. They back him up.
They're very small. Come on, we'd all back up Robbie. Robbie's an Arsenal fan. Wow, back up Robbie. Hey, can I gloat? Yeah. I was waiting for Robert to drop his image, and I just thought, let me drop my image, because so far, this man who cost my team 50 million squids has become a double man of the match. Naby Keita, 2 games, man of the match against Malawi and, of course, against his brethren, Senegal, Mane. They played at a 0-0 draw today. He cost us £50 million. We never see him. We don't see him. We don't even know if that's a mannequin. But his name is Naby Keita. Great game from Naby twice in a row. That reminds me of Paul Pogba. He'll win a World Cup for you, and nobody wants him at the club. Get out of our club.
Yeah, let's not talk about Man United today, please.
All right, we're not going to talk about Man United. Can we keep it a Tottenham Arsenal zone? Because we have I think we have to separate them. Let's separate them. Eddie, keep them apart, Ed.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Nothing going off here. Now Ernie, he's got your name, but he just doesn't support your club. But you have similar face. Gonna look sour. Sour look. And we got the great DJ Zach from way out in the country.
Yeah.
You know when Arsenal plays, we have to call DJ Zach because he's calm with it. Big game this weekend, guys. Ern and Zach, welcome to the show.
Lovely.
I'm not going to ask you what you think as yet, but you've heard Eddie. He said that there's a strong rivalry, but you guys are brethren.
1 second. One of your mics echoing.
Someone's got echo going on.
Is it my one?
Yeah.
It could be.
1 second.
Put echo cancel. If you put the cancellation echo.
Just put it on pause first. Just put it on pause. Put your mic on pause, then we can tell who it is.
It's all right now.
My one on pause.
The echo's still there. Put yours on pause. Just pause your mic. Now, can we still hear the echo?
No.
Can you still hear it?
So we know it's the Harry Kane guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
We know
It's
the
Sugar
Harry
Strain.
Kane. We know it's the Harry Kane guy.
Sugar Strain.
So Zach,
Yes.
brother, who hangs out round by the Emirate Rona one part, knows all the door people, know every entrance to get in, North Bank, him have the keys. Is there a rivalry, the stripper road that goes from Tottenham to Arsenal?
It's a Seven Sisters road, isn't it?
Yes, there is a rivalry. It starts from, I'll tell you where, obviously it starts from outside the Emirates and it goes all the way down and it stops at like Body Music.
Does it stop at Chick King?
No, way before that, from Seven Sisters Station.
So we said a man can go Chick King without having, he'd be all right?
He'd be all right.
Okay.
But when you get to
Eddie,
Station,
you need to know where Chick King is.
I know where Body Music is, so I'm all
yes.
All right.
Right, so that's where the scumbags come out the train station and walk down towards there.
We're going to unmute my friend over here. We're going to unmute responding.
Bad man, I want some bad man talk. Yes.
We're going to unmute.
Ern, not Daddy Ern.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, brother. Scumbags.
Yeah, you better respond because we can't have this.
Yeah, you got to respond.
Or is it? I'll just let him go first because I let him go first because if I'm going to be honest with you, Arsenal's not really the problem anymore. I see them as like the little friend. You know what I mean? It's more Chelsea, but
wow.
Yeah, I see you laughing. It hurts when I say that. I know, but I'm going to be honest. So the game on Sunday, I just saw that it might be called off. If it's called off, I'm going to be livid.
Why?
You'll have 2 games behind, 3 games.
No, 2 reasons. We owe them something because they did run their mouth before, and secondly,
3-0.
3-0. Have it. It doesn't matter. But the thing that bothers me the most is that they genuinely think that they run North London when they're from Woolwich. That don't make no sense.
I knew that was coming.
It had to come in it. You're squatters. They're squatters. They're coming to our area saying it's there. It's not your land. It's not.
Squatters,
No,
you know.
squatters. DJ Zach, scumbags. Now you're squatters. What you say?
No, but can I ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking everyone in this forum.
Yeah.
Has Tottenham, the area, ever been white? It's a black area. So North London is always red. How can North London be white?
Listen, mate, you can pick any color you want. It can be pink or blue, whatever. It's for Tottenham, yeah. And if you think for 1 second that a bunch of people that have jumped on caravans to come to Tottenham and think North London is theirs, you got another thing coming, mate. It's impossible. It actually winds me up.
No, can I ask you a question though? What was the last result? What was the game? What was the score?
Can't remember. I don't even know what I
time.
had for dinner yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep it.
The last game was 3-1.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think that game was when Lamella scored the goal of our lifetimes, isn't it?
Oh,
you know when you put
The
the
game
ball through
before
the
that was 2-1 to Arsenal.
Was it 2-1? I can't remember. All of that. It doesn't matter. That was yesterday.
No, I'm just saying, the game before that, which would have been 2020, COVID year,
Yeah.
Spurs won easily against Arsenal 2-0 at their brand new stadium.
Yeah, remember? It was pretty, man. It was lovely.
We
No
haven't done it
reply.
in a little while, bro.
No, we haven't, and it hasn't been great, to be honest, because you know we thought we had a great manager in Jose. Well, I still thought we didn't work out. We got another manager. See, still got pulling power, and we still can cause problems. But the problem I want now is I need the game to go on Sunday. We need to address that. If it doesn't go on Sunday, I'm going to be livid, honestly.
But the two of you guys are missing players, right? You've got a lot of players.
Well, that's
missing.
why he wants it to go on Sunday. That's why, because we got no midfield.
You haven't had midfield in the first place. You're talking about.
Yeah,
You ain't
midfield
got no
since Patrick
African
Vieira.
players. You ain't got no African players. So you want the game to go ahead. Because your team is there.
Listen, you had Maitland-Niles. You got rid of him. You just got Xhaka, just got a red card. You just now but that Balogun over his name. He's got. Listen, you got a personal habit of causing problems for yourself. Please don't stop. Make sure you turn up on Sunday. I don't want to hear anything else because we owe you some licks.
This is your last midfielder, Zach.
Sorry? Will be playing.
Your last midfielder. He's now a manager, but he could probably put his boots on and do a job for you because he's playing tonight. What's the score tonight, guys? Robert?
I think it's 0-0.
Is it 0-0? Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
It's only half an hour gone.
You know, might I suggest that the only thing that indicates to me, and I don't care because I don't particularly like Tottenham or Arsenal, but surely you would look at the league table and that would tell you which side was playing better, wouldn't you?
True, but we have game in hand. We have a few game in hands, and we beat them. We win all those games. I think we're above them or on the same points. I don't know how it works, but we have a few game in hand. We've given them a head start, and they still can't take the lead.
2 games in hand.
Yeah.
You have 2 games in hand, but if the league were to finish today,
if the league was to finish today, what 16 games into the season?
If the league was to finish today, I don't care whether it's 16 or 32.
See, the game finished today. You would have played more games than us, mate. It can't finish unless you play the same amount of games, surely.
No, but remember what they done to Lewis Hamilton, you know. So strange things do happen.
Well, I mean, let's look at the last game. It was 3-1. Arsenal put up a performance. I think that was the beginning, was that at the beginning of Arsenal's great
I'll be back 1 sec.
6-game. Oh, while you're gone.
What's that? Uber Eats.
That was the beginning of.
I'm waiting to see what you come with.
It's probably curry.
Chicken wings.
Curry wings, yeah. Exactly. Like a curry wing guy. Could be chicken.
Arsenal's got Cedric in as backup though for midfield, didn't he?
Cedric, have you seen him?
He's awful. Hey, let me just add Junior Rodigan online from America, prominent radio host who does his own stream, watch along.
You're gonna
so
he's got backup. Why are you giving him backup? Why are you giving Ern backup?
No. Listen,
this brother was gonna come on here and cause problem like he did last time.
Hang on,
what's going on, Junior?
We was supposed to have another backup, a backing dancer for Arsenal, and you can clearly see we have a space for him. But we got Junior Rodigan. Rodigan, how are you, man?
Greetings, Happy New Year, everybody. Damn.
Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, we're cross, we're angry, and we're miserable, Robo. Cross, angry, and extra miserable, brother.
Why?
You know?
But it's Arsenal.
Because, man, because we got a good manager, but it's coming like these players are like going backwards on these last 2 games. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know? I just think the players don't have any confidence when we play Chelsea. They play like crap, man.
Yeah.
It's because they're a good side.
They're a settled side, isn't it? They're a good side. They're settled. They're playing with each other for a minute. They just won the Champions League.
Who's a good side?
They got some good players, man.
Chelsea.
They're good players, but no disrespect to Chelsea, but I honestly think this year's team, they're not going to win anything. So we'll see.
Are you talking about
Chelsea?
I might be wrong.
Are you talking about Chelsea or Tottenham again?
No, Tottenham never win anything, so we're not expecting to win anything. Chelsea is the team that spends the money and has a legacy of winning at least something every year. And I just honestly don't think they're going to win anything. If they get Arsenal or Liverpool in a League Cup final and Arsenal have all their players back, I don't think this Chelsea team, the way Arsenal has been playing, even against Man City, Chelsea can't beat them because, listen, I'm a Tottenham fan and I know we don't deserve to even be in the semi-final, but if you really check out the way Chelsea played against us, their goals that they got, Robbo, was not goals that they earned. They were like deflections and you know, own goals and stuff. They still cannot score on anyone. They still cannot score.
Junior, you got to admit, it was poor defending. Nervous defending, bro.
That's nervous everything. It was nervous, and you got to give credit to Chelsea, but honestly, the way Chelsea played against Brighton with the last-minute Danny Welbeck goal, that's Chelsea. Like, Lukaku is not contributing, I'm sorry. Like, the amount of money they spend on Lukaku, come on. You know what I'm saying? Why am I Chelsea? I should be worried about my own club.
Let's put a pause on the Chelsea. Anyway. Let's put a pause on the Chelsea talk. So, Zach, you got Emil Smith-Rowe, who's quite comfortably up there in top goal scorer. He's a top goal scorer. Emil Smith-Rowe is a top goal scorer at Arsenal. Does he play on Sunday?
Does he play on Sunday?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Haven't seen Emil.
No, he was injured, didn't he?
Well, does he play?
Yeah, he was injured. Arsenal.
We are
hoping to get him
back.
Go on.
Yeah, I said we are hoping that he'll play on Sunday.
Is he important? Is he an important part of the Arsenal setup now?
Yes.
Yeah.
If he weren't, we wouldn't have a song. We wouldn't have a song based on him. Say, I like
a
it,
song.
I like. I ain't even gonna give you the rest.
So, listen, I tell you now, Saka's their key player. Don't listen to nothing else that no Arsenal player man tell. So if Saka don't play, they don't have zero threat. Simple.
You're mad, man. He's going to Liverpool.
Mad. You was better off saying if Ramsdale don't play, fam.
Nah.
Let me get the final word from Junior. I don't want you going into a tree, Junior, man. Junior, are you going to be doing a live stream from America of the match? Oh, he's gone. I hope it's not into a tree.
Is he driving the car on his own with a mask on?
Yes.
I saw that. I didn't want to say anything. I saw that.
Has he got one of them? What's that car name? What drive itself? Telstar or something like that?
No, he was definitely driving the car. Somebody said that they wear a mask when they drive the car because they've got the mask on and they don't want to contaminate their hands, so they keep it on from the place where they've gone. They might have been touching things, so that's what I heard.
As opposed to washing your hands. or using the sanitizer. Robbo, this is how you ended up in prison last time. Don't make me tell you finish Robbo.
No, I heard somebody make that was trying to make that point. So I haven't questioned it since the first lockdown till now.
Yeah, Robbo, I noticed you haven't put up what Lewis Mastermind has said. I noticed you ain't put that up in the comments on the screen.
Because Lewis Mastermind chats fart. Hello, Lewis. Saka heading to Klopp.
Did you not see Klopp with his arm around him? I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Come here.
Patrick Tappins. Good evening, Patrick. Your boys might get beaten. So Ern from the Tottenham side. Let's look at your attacking problems. No Son.
Yeah.
Son is that guy. I mean, without Son as a Harry Kane's backing dancer, I don't know. You haven't got him. What's going to happen?
To be fair, I'm going to be honest, yeah, and it might upset a few Tottenham fans, but Son has stanked the place out for about 8 weeks. For 8 weeks, he hasn't played well. And I'm being honest, I'm Son's biggest fan. So it's either a gift or a curse that he's not playing. I think he needs some time out to play. I mean, Mora's looking all right. He's the king of losing the ball when attacking, but he's looking all right. But as much as people were talking about Kane wanting to leave and all this, even if Kane's got a pulse, he has to play. Because he loves playing against Arsenal. If you know anything about Tottenham Arsenal, he's guaranteed to put the ball on target. And if Ramsdale was in goal, because no one's really tested him, really, Kane will probably bang a few. We're at home, innit?
I don't know if Tala was there. Can we get a confirmation on that? Pierre Aubameyang has been left out of the Gabon squad due to a heart issue related to COVID. Lord, says Curtis Lynch, necessary mayhem.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sticky.
I never heard
I've
that.
not heard that. Curtis,
know.
where you get it from?
Yeah. Let us know, Curtis, where you got that from. He's a
apparently it's true, man. Apparently he's out because he's I don't know if it's malaria or something. I don't know, but he's not feeling too good.
So he never get no yellow fever vaccination then? What
I have no idea. But he don't want to be there anyway.
Yeah, Lewis Mastermind. So why, guys? You guys are just going for the obvious because my two players are not there. Listen, we've won games without them. We can win. We can win that game against Arsenal without them. But anyway, we ain't talking about that right now. We're talking about the game this weekend.
Player for Sunday?
Who? Tottenham?
Yeah. Who?
Strain.
Conte.
That your star player for Sunday? Yeah.
Telling you,
it's got to be the little Brazilian though.
Then Mora, he's all right. He doesn't score enough goals though, man. He looks dangerous. He looks like he's going to do something, but he doesn't score many goals. And I do like him a lot. But obviously it's Kane, isn't it? Kane absolutely loves playing against Arsenal. If you've been watching it, Kane, he can't wait. He's chomping at the bit.
Mora or Lacazette?
Mora, innit?
What do you reckon?
You know, Lacazette hasn't even played in the Champions League for Arsenal since he's been there.
No, don't worry about that.
He had a very, very good game for Arsenal. I mean, those 10 guys really put in a good show, I thought.
Why do you think he's had a good game though? He's leaving, innit? You know how Arsenal players are. When they've got their last 2 weeks of their contract, they play out their skin. Do you know what I mean? So he'll get his contract and he'll do an Aubameyang, buy a tinfoil Lamborghini, sit in every designer that's available and take pictures on Instagram. They're not serious professionals. Them Arsenal, they're not.
They're not serious. So Harry Kane's serious, yeah?
He's a serious guy. He's unfortunately surrounded by idiots.
Yeah, the whole Tottenham team.
Yeah, he is. I ain't gonna lie, you know, but he can't sit there crying about not winning things, and he's a part of it. He's heavily a part of it. He's been every semi-final, every cup final there is. He's scoring goals and he's doing his bit, but he's a part of it. So don't then say you want to leave.
Would you sell him, Ern? Would you sell him? Would you get rid of him this at the
end of
the season?
Would I sell Kane? No.
You tried to convince this guy to stay another season at Tottenham.
Yeah, I would. He started it. You don't. It's like starting a tattoo. You don't stop the tattoo halfway through when it started. You finish the job, mate. You stay and you finish the job. I don't care about his personal feelings. I don't care.
But is he gonna? This is the thing that doesn't make any sense, you know. If you go to work and your boss promises you that he'll let you go to the other firm that will pay you twice, and your missus and your children already buying their clothes in private school, whatever it might be, you can't put your heart and soul into that club. How many goals has he scored for Tottenham this year?
Not many, but that's you know what? Let's not get caught up like Twitter, and it was all speculation. Yes, everybody was saying he wanted to leave. I never heard it from his mouth, not once. So I'm not delusional either.
You don't need to hear that one. The guy wanted to leave. You can tell from his.
How do you know? Was you there? You were there.
You can look and see that the guy doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that for 1 minute.
So
he could come out and say he wanted to go.
His drop in form is just a drop in form.
Yeah, drop in form. He came back late from his holiday. He started his pre-season
from his holiday very later than most players.
Yeah, he did. But unless he comes out and says I wanted to leave, I don't believe he did.
I don't think players have to do that. They got agents that do that talking for them. That's what your agent's here to do. And the agent
and his agent was his brother.
He wanted to leave. He wanted to go to Man City. Man City put in a bid. He didn't turn around and say, "Why are you putting a bid for me?" Oh my God. He wanted to.
They put in 100 million. I think that's derisory. That's disrespectful.
Not anymore. Right now, that look like if you got that today, you'd be
100 million.
Rip their hand up it up.
Nah, I wouldn't. 100 million is disrespectful.
Well, Smith Rowe scored more goals than him. Smith Rowe is on 8 goals in the league. Harry Kane is struggling.
He's worth more than 100 million. How much is Salah worth?
Salah?
I'd say Salah's worth about 100 million, 90 million.
I was going to say 80.
Who's Salah?
I just don't think you can get that kind of money anymore, bro.
Kane, that's cool for you guys, but I think your valuation on Kane is wrong. I think Kane's right foot is 100 million.
Actually, we've got all the 26 goal scorers, and Kane is not even on the chart. He's under 5.
He doesn't need to be on the chart, my friend. You know what he's done at Tottenham. You know what he's done at Tottenham.
Lean down, sulk, moan, argue.
He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that. Yeah, he hasn't done. See, you're looking into things that are not there. See, I'm a kind of a factual person, and you have to look at how it is. He could come out and say at any point. He could come out at any point and say he wanted to leave. He didn't.
I like you. Let me ask you a different question. Did he say he wanted to stay?
He doesn't have to. He's under contract. He doesn't have to talk.
Listen. I'm just going to say this.
Listen. Seriously, think about it. If you're under contract, why? If your contract's done in 2 years' time, why do I need to say I want to stay? I have to say nothing.
Can I ask you something? Because
we
have one deluded person on the show. And now we got 2 deluded Ernies.
No, listen.
I didn't sign up for this.
Listen.
You sound deluded, brother.
Nah.
You're telling me that Harry Kane.
I'm not deluded this evening.
Listen, I'm not deluded, you know. I just don't let Twitter and social media lick off my head.
He's a nice guy. Is he nicer than Lukaku? Can I ask you that? Simple question. Harry Kane.
Lukaku can't talk to Harry Kane when it comes to football. Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Lukaku can talk to Harry Kane. Someone get the numbers up. Get the numbers up. I don't want to talk about the team trophy. Don't talk about what he's done with 10 other players. Talk about what he's done on the field for himself. Go and get the numbers.
Lukaku's won a league, bro.
Lukaku won it with 10 other players. Talk about the individual, what he's done on his J's.
Let me give you another one I read about Harry Kane. In internationals, and he scored 1 goal from a free kick.
Who's that? Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Who scored more for for England than Harry Kane?
When he shouldn't have been playing.
Hello, please. Let's not move the goalpost here. Let's not move the goalposts.
When they put him on against Ernie and his brothers and they won 20-0, that's not a legitimate game, is it? Come on.
Is it a cap? Is it a cap, my friend? He can't help who he's playing against.
Hey, listen. Talk about Raheem Sterling not being the main guy. And Raheem Sterling is rapidly running down that goal scoring. He'll get his 50 goals too.
I think you know what I think you guys have set me up. I think this is a wind up. Yeah. I think you guys have set me up, mate. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? You guys have set me up. I'm talking about Harry Kane and you're bringing up Raheem Sterling for England. Listen, where's the camera? Where's Jeremy Beadle? Where is he?
This guy.
You're talking
went to the
so
same
much,
school as
and
Ernie.
you haven't got
Listen.
one little piece of metal to put on the table. You got
Listen.
no ribbon around your neck.
Listen,
You got no
listen,
cup
the
to
ribbon,
talk
all
about
of that, all of that trophy talk, that's for people that want to show off. I support Tottenham because it's my place. It's my place. I love it. If Harry Kane wants to leave, he can leave. He can leave tonight, no problem. But the problem is he's gonna die there. We know that. No one's gonna pay the money for him. He's gonna stay there till he's gone. Do you know what I mean?
No one wants him for that sort of money.
But listen, if you want him, if you want him, get 200 million is yours. 200 million is yours. Go on, get the money.
You never get 200 million for Harry Kane.
200 million. What? Now you're
that is that is the money.
Mbappe for that. You take Harry
You
Kane
can get
before
two players,
Mbappe.
you get Mbappe and Haaland for that type of money.
Mbappe, can you imagine Mbappe in the Premier League?
Yeah, I could.
You could.
Yeah.
Getting clattered off at Turf Moor by Tchaikovsky and all them.
That's
No
what people
way.
used to say about Aubameyang when he came to the Premier League. And look, he's been Golden Boot winner.
He's done all right.
In the Premier League.
He done all right. He ain't touched the Champions League though, but he's done all right, Aubameyang.
Yeah, he's done all right. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, someone said neither is Harry Kane. Sorry, you guys are on the wind-up, ain't ya? I swear Harry Kane was in the Champions League final the other day.
Yeah, but you said he ain't touched it, won it.
They win it.
Aubameyang has never played in the Champions League for Arsenal. Should I say it again?
Yeah, but
and that's a cool
Yeah,
reminder.
but
You
you
talked
guys
about
are on a
Harry Kane.
wind-up,
Hang on,
mate.
You talked about Harry Kane being in finals. He
Yeah.
does nothing in a final.
Exactly. Hence the reason why.
Nothing.
Hence the reason why his job's not done. He can't go anywhere. So don't follow the hype. He's got to stay there until.
DJ Edu's chimed in. He said Vardy has had a better career than Harry Kane. What do you reckon?
Oh,
about
this
that?
is the best one. I love this one. I love it. Vardy.
He's won the Premiership.
Yeah, mate. So is John O'Shea. Is he better? Is he better than Van Dijk? Because he's won it more. Listen, mate. Don't insult me. You guys are winding me up.
Harry
Cameras
Kane.
is to your left. Listen, this weekend, the game. We know where your predictions going, Ern and DJ Zach. But let's be serious now. I'm going to say from the off, I believe that game. Tottenham don't need to win that game. Arsenal do need to win the game. I don't know if Arsenal's got the teeth to win the game. I'm saying from now, I think that game's a draw.
What do you say?
I think that.
Did you say draw?
A draw. What do you say?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I want to hear what the rest of the panels.
Yeah, that's a good point. What does the rest of the panel say?
What do you reckon?
Personally, I see it as a Tottenham win.
Thank you.
Yeah, I reckon Tottenham's going to be in a better position to finish top four than Arsenal. That's the way I'm.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, I think they got the better. I think Conte is the manager to get the best out of their team to finish in the top four position. That's my opinion.
Eventually, but I just don't think in this game. I think
he'll do this
Arsenal
game.
will come to the party.
I think he's prepared for this game.
I'm just going up with what Arsenal's got coming to the stadium, and I can't really see where they're going to get, because I don't even think Saka's going to play. He limped off. He looked mashed up before. So if Saka's not playing, cramps.
What do you reckon, Ed?
I think we're going to win the game comfortably.
Ed the Red.
With the wood.
I like her, and it's because I usually like people where I disagree with what they say. I'm contrary like that. I love your energy, I love your passion, but your team are going to lose. I think the camaraderie that Arsenal showed against Liverpool is a turning point for them. I agree.
No, I see.
Yeah, but they're without Saka.
Yeah, listen, you're missing key things though, my friend. Do you know what it is? When you're talking about the Arsenal-Liverpool game yesterday, they had Salah and no Mane. That's like a boxing man going into a boxing ring with no arms.
But you got
no Kane and no Son.
We got Kane. We got Kane.
Well,
we got Moura.
Shell of Kane.
No, we got Kane.
I believe that the spirit that Arsenal showed would take them to a different place. I think if you can't get up for your closest rivals, then you can't get up for any game. So all the players will definitely be up for it. And if Harry Kane doesn't turn up, and I don't think he will, then
Against
Arsenal
Ben White. You guys
then
are on a
Arsenal-
wind up. You guys are winding me up today, guys.
We'll see, won't we?
All right,
I think
fair play.
I do think Arsenal turns up. What are you saying, Ernie?
No, I can't. I can't. If there's going to be a winner, it's going to be Spurs, right?
Thank you.
But I think it's a straight out draw.
Why'd you do that? 2 steps forward, 3 steps back.
Can't believe that, Ernie.
Kane ain't scoring. Sugar Strain is not scoring.
Not against Ramsdale. He's not scoring.
Right? How many goals?
Ramsdale, what, the old Sheffield United manager keeper?
It's not even Ramsdale. It's Gabriel and Ben White. I don't think Kane scores
He's
against
going to
them.
get past them, right? He's going to get past them. So
They've been very good this season. They've been
what's
very
his
good.
name? My boy there, the midfielder who they got to bring in, Cedric. He ain't got no hope of scoring.
Who's that?
Cedric.
Yeah.
He's a painter.
Cedric Soares, there's fullback.
Cedric ain't got no hope of scoring for Arsenal. Kane ain't got no hope of scoring for Spurs. It's a straight draw.
Nah.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Zach?
I don't think Zach is going to play.
It's a straight 2-1.
Two.
I can't see it.
We're going to White Hart Lane to kick their teeth out.
With what players, though?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Good point. Good
Sunday,
point.
you will see
Arsenal have requested a postponement of Sunday's North London derby because of a lack of available players.
And you guys are talking all this was. Listen, all I know is this, yeah? All I know is this. It's impossible for them to come to our house and beat us after we got slapped up twice by Chelsea. And we're at home, and Arsenal are coming to us knowing that we need to give them some serious licks. It's impossible.
You don't have to.
What do you mean we don't have to? We have to. It goes without saying.
Hold on. I'm just saying. I know it's a derby, but Spurs don't need to win that game.
That game is a given. We have
You
to.
can take a point, and happy days. You still got games in hand, bro. You don't need to win it.
Yeah, but it's got to count in it because for some reason they think they're very good. They're not good.
What about and Dombele?
I knew you was gonna do that. I didn't know you was gonna do that.
And Dombele. What go on there, sir?
He just likes cooked food, innit?
He walked off, even though you were losing your game with 20 minutes to go. He walked off and went straight down the tunnel. Has he got a free kick first?
It's heartbreaking. With Ndombele, it's very heartbreaking because I finally have someone that is he had everything. He's got everything. It's just his mentality.
Do you think it's
you know what I mean? Yeah, and you got the damning thing about it always. There's been 4 managers. I think there's been Poch, Nuno, Mourinho, now this guy, and they're all having the same issue with him.
And your intern manager as well.
Who's that? Oh, 5, innit? Mason.
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
so it's not everybody can't be wrong, man. Do you know what I mean? And as much as I know he's got a talent, just got to sell him. You know?
Hey, Ronald, shut up. You ain't winning no derby matches because your derby is with Man City, and you ain't hella winning no games against Man City. So please,
was that Man United fan?
Yeah, leave the compound, bro. Leave the compound. I'm just saying. I think it might be a draw.
Can I just say something quickly, Robo?
Yes, sir.
I know you're Liverpool, but just remember when you come Emirates.
Next week,
Thursday. And when I mean I don't mean when Liverpool. I mean physically when
I'm coming there next week Thursday. I'm coming to the grounds.
You're coming there next week Thursday. My boys have told me. But just remember, sneak in and sneak out.
Listen, I will be quiet and I'll be respectful because
you're going to be.
I'm going to be. What do you call it? The North.
The North Stand, yeah.
The North. What do you call it? Is it called? What's
the North Bank?
North Bank. The North Building Society. I'm going to be in that side of the ground.
They're going to spot you. That man there will spot you. And they're going to know you're not one of them. I walk in there and I feel uncomfortable. Whatever hat I've got on, whatever. They find
it's
you.
hard. It's hard. Anytime Liverpool plays in London, I find myself in the end with the fans, and it's very, very difficult. The Chelsea game, I was like, they were 2-0. I was like, and a man, give me one, just pre me like that, just to see if I. And I had to hold my hands in, but I will be respectful. But I do. It was a gritted performance from Arsenal, but the gritting stops. We're coming there and we're taking that. We want to go to the final. Liverpool want to go to the final. We've got the will to go to the final, and I think we have the players without Salah and Mane.
Hey, listen, you ain't win. With all due respect, mate, I seen the player you got called Minamino. Don't take him with you, mate. Oh, wow, he smells.
I think Firmino and Jota will finish that game.
Yeah,
win the game. Yep.
I think you will beat Arsenal. That's not a problem because you know they get out of their skin when they do a little fist pumping a draw with 10 men, getting so excited for playing against a team with no teeth. Liverpool went to a gunfight with toothpicks, innit? This next game,
it wasn't like
they will go there and Liverpool will lick off their head at their house.
The hardest thing you can do is go. Yeah, you're right. Go to a fight without no guns, but you're going to a fight and they say right, it's 10 men. So yeah, when you haven't got the strikers to try break down 10 men, it's hard. It's hard enough, even when you got Salah and Mane. So
Arsenal had zero intention of trying to score yesterday, you know. So when you're playing against 10 defending, it's not easy. So don't think for 1 second they're in advantage because they've got 10 men. They ain't.
No. We didn't have zero intention of scoring. When they take off your striker at 25 minutes in, they take off one of your strikers. You've got to sit back and park the bus to get a 0-0 draw, fam. That's how football goes. But already, I've seen on this chat, you don't know nothing about football. From your talking that Kane is the best thing since sliced bread.
I never said that. Listen, I never said that. You know what I said? This is what I said. What I said is that Kane, nobody in England currently can talk to Kane. That's what I said. Are you bringing up Raheem Sterling?
You mean English players?
I tell you what.
What are you talking about? Nobody can talk to him. He's nowhere in the top 26. He's
what are you talking about? Harry Kane is about to break the record.
What are you talking about?
Harry Kane is about to break the England goal scoring record. Are you like
England?
Where's Jeremy Beadle? Where's Jeremy?
Against San Marino. Of course you're going to break the record.
Where's Beadle? Is Beadle about?
We're talking about what he... Listen.
I can't listen anymore, mate.
Hang on.
You guys are on a wind-up.
No, there's no cameras. Only one camera, and it's on you. Forget the England thing, and the camera is on you. Literally, the camera's on you. The man plays San Marino and some little bitty teams, and he's about to break a record for England. What has he won with Tottenham? While you're telling me Harry Kane is the top man? What?
All right, so let me break it now. Let me break it down for you.
This year.
Let me break it down for you. He hasn't won anything for Tottenham, but as long as I can remember, being an England captain as he is, the last person to get to a final being an England captain was, I think it was in black and white, Bobby Moore.
That's 26 seconds. Yeah, go on.
What I do know is no striker in England that plays for England can talk to Harry Kane when it comes to doing his job.
Okay, your time is up. Your time is up.
He wouldn't have got to that final if it wasn't of Raheem Sterling.
There we go. There we go. Where was Raheem Sterling when we need to take a pen? Where is he? We saw what Saka did. He did great, didn't he? The whole nation turned against us. Hey?
Nah. If Raheem had done his job, in getting Sugar Strain and his mates.
Raheem did the smartest thing there. Being a man of colour, he knew not to take that penalty because he knew he'd miss. Straight up. And if he knew what he did, Raheem was the smartest man there. He was a smart man. He was a coward because he let that Ute Saka take it and he got pelters, mate. Then Jadon Sancho, he went there, took a penalty, he stamped the place up.
Listen, hold on. He doesn't take penalties. He's not.
Here we go. Yeah. He's won all these cups and he don't take penalties.
He doesn't take penalties. He doesn't take.
He's an forward player.
Why should he do something in a game where he's not natural to?
If a defender takes a penalty before a striker, that person should hand in his P45.
These footballers are.
That's why you're showing me why I don't like Tottenham fans, why you lot don't win anything.
Can't believe that,
because you got pure bad blood. You got.
What are you talking about?
You need a blue bath. You need a blessing. That's what you need.
Thank you, sir.
I don't need it, man. I don't need it. You see, all you lot are soft, mate. You lot are all soft. That's all it is.
You can't be coming on
Flashing
here.
out lighters for
Listen.
Raheem Sterling when the brother's got nowhere near goals for England. Get out of town.
You can't be talking about. Listen, you can say that, but in the last tournaments, it was him that was pushing England. In the England's last two tournaments, Raheem.
Listen, mate, do me a favour. Do me a favour, yeah? Because I'm the villain here. I'm the bad guy. So I want you to screenshot the goals for England, all the players that are playing for them now. Go.
What'd you say?
The screenshot, the goals, contribution for the national team. The goals since they've the caps and goals. Because we're not talking about Tottenham.
Hang on, he's played 67 games and scored 49 goals.
Who's that?
Harry Kane.
All right, do Raheem Sterling. Watch this. No one laugh. No one laugh. Go on.
No, I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, but you got to remember.
I ain't got to remember nothing, mate.
They keep Sterling on the bench because of the color of his skin.
Here we go. And there it is. No one in this, I'm looking at all of you now. No one of you lot is blacker than me. And I ain't going to talk about the skin color. All I know is this.
On the outside.
All I know is this. Listen, all I know is this, yeah? There's no way you're going to, that was good though.
Hey, listen,
that was very good.
The Raheem Sterling was just a point that I'm saying that guys score goals for England. And Raheem Sterling is not a number 9. He scored goals for England. And, you know, he's just under 20. And Harry Kane's on 48. So it's not...
How many games has Raheem played for England?
He's less than Harry Kane, that's for sure.
Now, how many is that? So do you mind letting me know? Sorry, mate.
Malmo, you know.
I can. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in
Cheers, bro.
time. But listen... let you know. But listen, as we swiftly move on. Let me just ask you guys quick predictions before we go.
Yep.
It's if you're in the fantasy football, it's a double game week. 2 games from Leicester and 2 games from Manchester. Manchester United are playing twice. So
no, Leicester's cancelled.
It is?
Yeah, Leicester against is it Burnley or someone? It's cancelled.
It's cancelled. Yeah, Leicester's cancelled.
Yeah.
Ernie, 7:30, 5:30 on Saturday is not cancelled. Aston Villa versus Man United.
No,
so Aston Villa's ground. Yeah, it's not cancelled.
We're not talking about Man United. It's a Man United free zone tonight.
No. We're talking about the prediction for the game. Can I just?
Where is it going to be?
It's going to be at Villa Park. Come on, Robert.
Right.
United needs to win this one, man. I think it's going to be a 2-1.
I think they're going to win that, Villa.
Well, they're banking on what's his name in midfield. Wemnium, who they just bought from. Coutinho. They're banking on him, ain't they?
I don't know if he'll play, but he looks all right. He's not bad.
I think he'll play. I think he plays. I think he goes straight in.
I think your boy Rashford needs to focus on football and stop worrying about feeding these kids, mate. Because right now he's not serious.
He broke up with his girlfriend, didn't
he? Did he?
Yeah, he broke up with his girlfriend. He's just got back with her now, so we're going to see the real Rashford reappear.
hey, Ernie, Daddy Ernie, I'm with Ern on this one. Please don't bring the personal stuff right about now. Rashford's been poor for a little while. It's been that's a long breakup. It's a long breakup.
In November.
That's long, man. Eddie, what do you reckon? Your score, Aston Villa and Steven Gerrard. He's gonna want you, mate. He's brought in 2 signings, and he made sure he got them.
Gerrard's not losing that.
Yeah, I love the walk. He pretended to walk to the wrong ducker. He walked like a don. I thought it was one of the ugliest games I've seen from Man United. I don't know how many times Rashford and Bruno Fernandes gave the ball away. It was an appalling performance. I think that we shouldn't have won. I think that we're very lucky to win, and I can only hope that we get better. Ronaldo hopefully will be playing in the game. They'll have adjusted the midfield, so we can't be any worse, and we beat them when we were as bad as I've ever seen them, Man United 3-1.
But it's away from home.
Yeah.
What does that matter? I think you'll find that. I think you find that we put about 18 or 19 undefeated away from home last season and coming to the beginning of this one. In fact, we were playing better away from home than we were playing at the Theatre of Dreams. So that doesn't matter really for me.
You think Ronaldo's going to be fit for this game? Hip injury?
We can't play. I mean, at his age, he's going to have hip injuries, isn't he?
You might need a month off.
I don't think we can play any worse than I saw us play. They might as well bring Jones back in then, because at least he was on the pitch like he wanted to be there. He had passion, he had tears at the end.
Where's he disappeared to? Where's he disappeared to, Jones?
They wouldn't put. He was sick. He was injured, and they wouldn't put him in on another game so quickly. I don't think.
What? Phil Jones injured? Nah.
Yeah.
He just come.
Yeah.
He's sponsored by the NHS, isn't it?
What do you reckon? He's got he created the app. What do you reckon about the game, Robert? Did you give us a prediction already?
Yeah, I said 2-1 United.
Okay. Spurs earn prediction.
Yeah. I'm saying 3-1 Villa.
What? 3-1. Jeez. That's
yeah.
Are you shopping that Sainsbury's shop near your ground?
No. Do you know what? I watched the game. Villa lost that game against United the other day, and the way they lost, it looked like they won. And if you go with that same attitude and the same players with them same two old men, I don't know, Ronaldo didn't play, Cavani played. That's out of order. I think that's more abuse. That is. The geezer's nearly 15. He's running around doing doggies. So I don't know how that's going to work. But if you go there with the same playing team, there's only one man they should be fearful, and that's Greenwood. Hopefully Ronaldo will play, but I can't see Man United winning that game, man.
It's what Greenwood turns up. What do you reckon, Zach?
Yeah, I think it's a low. I think it's a 1-0 to Villa. You know,
1-0.
It's not 1-0. It's a draw. 1-0.
Well, you gave us a prediction the last time you was on a Villa prediction. You was right. You was actually right. So well done. Your not Daddy Ernie, Tottenham Ern. You're really stinking up the chat room. They think you're filthy. They think you're filthy, and you're
lovely. That means I'll be invited again.
If you dislike everything he says, people, please just press the like button. If you're on Facebook, just share. We've got we've got people in the house, man. We love it. We loving it. We loving it. So, listen, just one other game I'd like to ask you about. Although it's like it's the first game tomorrow. It's not cancelled. Please, Manchester City and Chelsea. I am hoping the two of them buff each other out, holding for injuries. But I actually want Chelsea to win that game. What do you
Never.
Tomorrow?
Rebuke that. Don't say that.
No, I actually want Chelsea to win.
No, City gone.
Yeah, City are gonna smash them to bits.
Give me the scores, man. Come on.
I'm saying 3-1 again.
2-1.
3-1.
2-1 City.
Is it at City? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea will get a man sent off.
I'll go with Ernie. It's a 2-1.
Ronnie Big said that it's a Chelsea win. He's talking rubbish. He talks rubbish, but he's talking sense now.
Where is it? At the Etihad?
It's at the Etihad.
Yeah, one of the biggest
Chelsea ain't winning that.
One of the biggest mistakes Man City made was the team they put out against Chelsea. That kind of gave them the title. I think that they'll have a lot to prove, but it's difficult to bet against Man City. They're just in a groove. Whatever team they put out, they just play brilliantly.
But one thing I will say though is that Tuchel knows how to play against Man City.
Yeah.
He knows how to put a team out to play against Man City. So it's not so straightforward. I reckon that it could be a tighter game than people think.
2-1.
I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a 1-1 draw on that.
1-1 draw. You know, nobody sees Lukaku coming back, being the saviour. We want him out of our club. Come back, score against Man City and win the game. Lukaku against Diaz, Laporte.
If he does that, he will come back in the same way that Boris Johnson has a chance of coming back. Because that would be some Lazarus-like comeback. But if he scores a brace and wins against Man City, they're not going to remember what he wants to go or whatever. They're not going to remember any of that, are they?
Yeah.
He could make that. You're right. He could make a comeback like this.
I'm not sure I can tweet any of this.
Come on, Kaku. Come on.
I just don't understand how people can move in a way that's completely devoid of. It's like his movement and the music have no relation, no understanding.
No,
There's
no
no
coordination.
algorithm. It's just. He might as well just be jumping up and down.
Something all right. Something all right, yeah.
Robert, I think you got work to do, bro. Got work to do, Robert. You got work to do.
We got to send him over.
You got to send him, Robert Mambo. See, if people go and look for this man, because I know there's a lot of two-footed man in this chat room. If you want to learn how to dance the right and proper, correct way, Robert's your man. Eddie, I notice you're keeping a function. Let's just say you're keeping a function. What kind of slackness you send to my phone? What kind of slackness early January morning you send in my drink and vomit and all them stuff? What kind of thing you send to my phone?
It's
How
an
can I do
event.
that?
There's no party. It's an event. You can take a stroll. No cheese, no wine, though.
Tell us about the event. I think Zach might be interested. Come on.
Is it a party? Is it a party?
Do you bring your own booze?
Yeah, do you bring your own booze?
The funny thing is, we've been doing it for a while now, and it's a drink all you can party. Funny enough, in Tottenham. And
what you say?
People often say to me, "Can I bring my own drinks?" And I say to them, "So you're going to pay the money to drink all the drink that's there, and you want to bring your own drink? Of course you can, because that's stupid." But then, with you on the show today, Ern, you've really shown me the kind of mentality that's coming from Tottenham.
So Eddie, I'm not because I'm pressing you because I want a ticket. Me just want a ticket. So you come. You don't have to bring your own booze. It's not like a Boris party, but you go there and you can drink as much booze as. What about how do I get home? Is there? Do you provide Uber? You have Uber
as well.
Yeah,
you get Uber as well.
The hotel quite near there does incredibly well. So it's really interesting. They come and they really have a good, because you want to do it, don't you? But there is only a limit to what you can drink. And I tell people, if they don't finish the drinks, people like sip and put down.
Would you say there's a limit?
No, there's not a limit. I put all the drinks that are left over in a big bucket, and everybody has to drink a little bit of it before I let them out.
How much is the ticket?
Cheaper than Daddy Ernie's birthday party.
25.
Am I invited?
And how much are the tickets, Eddie? Come on.
£25.99.
£25, people. That is what you call a steal. Drink as much as you like for £25. Check him out.
I bet my ticket's 40
you some
quid.
money this year, Eddie. I'm gonna make you that money. People support it. And Daddy Ernie birthday bash is going on. I'm sure that was in a song once. It's bigger than Daddy Ernie's birthday bash. I'm sure somebody said it in a song before.
Yeah, you know
your birthday bash is when, Ern?
Next week Saturday, and it's just round the corner from the Sainsbury's car park, but far enough away.
Ernie, me have a young girl. We can bring a young girl come at your party.
You can bring who you want. You can.
Yeah, but you're gonna play some. Are you gonna play some skeng and some skilly bang?
Yeah, no, not skilly bang. Don't be stupid.
I bet you Jeremy Beadle's there.
Yeah.
Why is all these parties in Tottenham though?
Huh?
Yeah, is your party in Tottenham as well?
Yeah, my part. Well, what happened? We had a place up in Wembley, but it's gone now. We've only got the stadium left, and that's kind of expensive. So we've had to move over to Tottenham.
So all these shenanigans are going on in Tottenham.
Tottenham is the place to be. But don't, hey, Aaron, don't get it twisted. It's not near there. No, it's not near there, bro. It's a good distance from there. Don't worry about that.
It's the place to be, Tottenham. All of a sudden, it's gonna be the place to be.
The place to be. What are you talking about?
For dances.
That's crazy, man. But listen, guys,
we have
to go. We got things to do. Eddie, thank you for joining us. Please never come back with that cream. I don't know what you're trying to do. I know you've been at the BBC for long, but don't let it get to you up there. That's the bit.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Eddie,
everybody.
protect here. Just protect here. Take it off. Take it up. Take it up.
Hey,
take
big
it
up Digital English in New York. Nice to see. He's a Leeds supporter, you know. Maybe we should get him on. He is a Leeds supporter.
I don't
We've
mind
had a lead
Leeds.
supporter. We've had a lead
Digital
supporter.
English. He's a
We've had a lead supporter. We've got
Oh,
Richard
have we?
Smith, the original.
Oh, yeah, but Leeds, but what's his name's mad, isn't he? Digital English is mad.
Hey, listen, people.
We're gonna link up Sunday.
Yes. And we're going to link up on, is it Thursday? Thursday, the game, isn't it? Yeah,
Thursday.
semi-final. Listen, guys, thank you for joining us. If you're watching the show on YouTube, please share. And if you're watching it on Facebook, share. And just
remember
that,
tomorrow,
man.
you can watch it on Sky Channel 182.
182, man. It's been the fixture. It was a great show. Thank you, Ern, for joining us, the original Ern, and thank you, the new Ern. Brilliant.
No problem, man.
Enough respect, Zach.
Right.
Enough respect, Robert.
Take it easy. Stay safe, man.
Take
Bye.
care.
Man.